Hello and welcome to my channel. I'm glad you made it. Today I am doing a bedside tray, I guess you'd call it. I have got this tray that I picked up from the Goodwill. Another thrifting special. I'm just going to wipe it down with my Clorox wipes. It's kind of, it's not like solid wood. It's more of a, what is it called? MFD, MDF? One of those initials. It's that kind of wood. It's not a solid wood. But I picked this up for $2.99 at the Goodwill. I liked the distressed look that it had, so I thought it would be good to upcycle and do something with. I'm just taking the sticker off with my heat gun. You warm that up and they peel off really easy once you heat them up. I grabbed my Mod Podge glue and my little foam paintbrush and struggled to get the glue on there. Now this time I did not take the Mod Podge and put it on the material that I'm going to use in here. I made coasters and I Mod Podged both sides of the material, let it dry, and then put it in the coasters. This time I am just going to Mod Podge it right to the base of this tray. And I am having a heck of a time with this little foam brush. So we're going to get dirty and messy. I'm going in with a gloved hand. I'm sure I'm using way too much, but it got it done much quicker. Look at this material. Is this not beautiful? This color just pops right off of this colored tray. I love it. It's giving me modern day flower child vibes. I have a bunch of material that is just scrap material from quilts or other projects, and I have a drawer of it. I've been waiting to use this on something, and as I'm taking my material out and putting it up against this tray, I saw this in the stack and just went through it really quickly, grabbed this piece, put it in there, and knew this was the one I had to use. So what I'm going to do is I have some resin mixed up. I have my Bond Crafter mixed up, and I'm going to put in a little bit of crushed crystal because I want to give it some sparkle. It's going to be a pretty simple, easy project. I'm going to just coat it with resin. Not sure how much it's going to take, but we're going to lay it out there, get the entire bottom covered. And it has handles on the side, so I don't want to go up too far. The lip is really small, so I want to be mindful and not go over the lip and have it pouring out the handles. I am grabbing some of my glitter because I think it needs a little bit of purple or blue maybe in there just to make it pop a little bit more. I think the crushed crystal is going to be really nice, but it needs something on top of those white flowers, and I think the crystal will get lost. So I think I'm going to use the purple. I think that matches pretty good. It's got purple and a hint of blue shift in it. And I got this, I believe, from Michael's, and I think it was in the Halloween section when it was time for Halloween. So I'm putting the smallest amount in there, and I am just going to start laying it out. I don't know how much resin this is going to take. I am just going to play it by ear, make up a little bit at a time, and spread it out. Use my heat gun to pop bubbles and push it around a little bit. I want to make sure it's up to the edge, and I want to make sure it doesn't go over the edge of those handles. This is clearly not enough, so I will be mixing up some more. And I want to give it a chance to self-level as well. So I will probably just let it sit after pouring this next cup and come back and check it out afterwards. So all I'm going to do is pour this, spread it out, use my heat gun, and let it level out. If I need to make up more, I'll do that off camera. And then I'll be back when it's time for the next step after the resin has cured. All right, I will see you back in a few seconds for our next step. My resin is cured. I did have to make up some more to get it to level out. It did have some spots where it was pulling away from each other. And I don't think the bottom of the tray is completely flat. I did put the level on it to check, and it does show that it's level along the sides, the rims. But I don't know so much if the bottom was completely flat. I couldn't obviously flip it upside down and test it. But we made do. I made up a little bit more, and it's good now. Okay, I want to bling this out a little bit. And I'm trying to decide if I want to use the entire width. I think it's like 6 strands of bling wrap put together on this mesh. I'm trying to decide if I want to do the entire inside or not. So I'm going to just run this around the whole outside. I think about it for quite a while here. I unroll the thing and put it all the way around and just step back, look at it, take it all in. When I put the material down to begin with, I had measured it out just by placing it in there, and then I tried to go around it with my rotary cutting tool along the inside edge while it was laying in there, and that was a disaster. So I took it out, I cut it with my scissors and put it back in, and it was still too high. So I trimmed one side, put it back in, didn't look right, trimmed a different side, put it back in. So I did a lot of trimming, and then I just finally said, the heck with it. I'm going to let it overlap a little bit, because knowing me, I would cut it too short on one side and it would look wonky. So I left a little bit of overage, and this is my solution to the overage. I have decided to use just 2 rows of the bling wrap. So I'm going to cut 2 rows, and I am going to put it where the material meets the side edging of the tray. That really gives me double duty. It covers up the edge of the material, and it adds the bling that I want to the piece. Alright, so I will get this all cut and start laying it down. I have my B7000 glue out, and I am going to just glue it around. I'm going to start at the side of the handle, because I know below the handle I'm going to have to just do 1 strip. So I will just come back and do that part once I get to it. So I'll go handle to handle, and I'm trying to get as much of the glue out of my diminished tube as possible. I did get my new tube, but it's much smaller than this tube. I don't know. I think I ordered the wrong size or something. I don't know. But I do have it on standby over there. You can see it just in case I need it. There really is no good way for me to get this all in the camera for you to see. I'm trying here, but the tray is big. If I stand it upright, then it'll be out of focus, because the top of the tray will be too close to the camera and focusing on that. I'm trying here. I'm trying. All I'm doing is going around it, though. Pretty straightforward. The B7000 seems to be sticking to everything but what I want it to stick to. Got it all over my fingers. Alright, I have gotten up to that handle, so let's go around the other side of the handle as I get my head in the way there. Trying to see what I'm doing. I was trying to get this thing propped up somehow so I could see and you could see. It just wasn't working out. It was too big. I think I made the right choice by only using the 2 rows to go around here. Just try to get it flat up against everything. Got my silicone tool out so my fingers stop sticking to it. I'm going to put this down just so I can get in there and make sure I'm doing what I need to be doing. Be right back. I've got that all the way around, and I've got the 1 row underneath the handle, which fit in there perfectly. Now I am just going to do the inside corners. I'm going to do double wide and 5 long. And I'm going to try to bend it in the middle so it has the corner. I don't know if that's going to work or if I should just cut it 1 row down one side, 1 row down the other side. But we're going to try it this way and see if this works. I will grab my B7000 again, see if I can get any more out of this tube. I'm really squeezing this thing to death. Getting every last drop out of this thing. I'm going to put it in the corner there. Try to do a little on each side of the corner. Got to get it down there a little bit further. I might almost be out of this one. Alright, that's coming out now. Let's grab this bead, and like I said, this is only 5 long, but it is a double wide strip. That way it can go on either side of that corner. And just like that, I have all the corners done. That looks pretty good. I like that. I used my silicone mixing stick and just kind of pinned it in the corner there to hold it in place. But honestly, I could not keep it tipped like that, holding it and pushing it down and not have my head in the way. So I had to cut all that out. I was in the way. You didn't need to see the back of my head, I promise. Alright, now I'm thinking, do I want to go around the top edge of this? What do you think? Any guesses? Anyone? Anyone? Of course I will. I am going to cut 1 strip wide, and I'm going to go around the entire top of this tray. I think it's going to tie it all in with having it around the bottom and then coming up the corners. I think it's only natural that it has it around the top. I have grabbed my B7000 and I am just putting a thin bead down along that edge, and I am placing that strip of bling wrap down. Try to get it straight, make sure it's nice and even, make sure it's glued down properly so it stays adhered to the rim. I think this is going to look really nice. And I'll just go to the corner here. I'm going to cut it when I get to the corner because I'm not going to try to wrap it around there. It's much easier just to cut it. So I will down the other side. I'll do this off camera so my big head isn't in the way, blocking. Pat it down with my silicone tool to make sure it's in there good. And I will come back and show you. I am done. That is it. Look at how pretty that is. Alright, here are some final pictures for you. I love it. I'm keeping it. It's mine. I call it dibs. Alright, I hope to see you on the next one.